If you know the ending, do not make your character grow. Welcome to This Make No Sense. I'm your host, Celine Yapinski. In the show, we'll be talking about the shows that made everything impossible to forget in a bad sense. And today's victim is Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother. And I'm not the one to victimize him. I'm sorry, it's the show. Now, we all know the ending of How I Met Your Mother, right? Where Tracy and Ted lived happily ever after. Kids were so happy. Robin and Barney stayed married, and Marshall and Lily went to Italy. Then get back, maybe gang, like get around a couple of times. No, no, of course not. This is not the ending. The ending is where the mother dies. The name of the show is How I Met Your Mother. It's not how mother died, is it? No, it is not. And still, we see mother dies after conventionally giving Ted 2 children, and now he can run after Robin as if nothing has happened. If you know the ending, do not make your character grow. That does not make any sense. If you're gonna make Barney Stinson grow throughout 9 seasons, if you're gonna give one whole season to his wedding, you better give a good ending to that show. No, the executive said, we did that because we knew how the ending was gonna happen since season 1. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if the child actors grow. That's not my problem. Make a face. I don't care. But this was the ending that made no sense. Like, so you're saying me you spent whole 9th season on the wedding of Robin and Barney just to make them divorce after 3 years? You saying you spent 9 seasons to find Ted the perfect match just to make her die? You shoot your own foot. You have to do that. I'm sorry, but like you really didn't have to do that. Now, let's get a little back, okay? Let's see, like, what was Barney's character? He was a womanizer, right? He was a piece of shit. We all laughed, but we didn't like him that much, did we? I mean, I didn't, because he was a womanizer. He was like a playboy. He played with like women's feelings. He did tons of craps, some felonies there, like not more than the United States president, but there were some felonies and so on and so forth. And after that, we saw him falling in love. First Robin, then Stacy, or whatever the name of that stripper was, then Nora, then Robin again. Now, we saw this man play with the hearts of like 500 different kind of women, then ended up with his one true love. So look at that. It is not. Now you're telling me you spent this 9th season for us to like Barney and see his growth, his overcoming of his daddy issues, his overcoming of his sensitive part, and dare to love again. And now he is back to business. Now he is fucking 30 different women in 30 different, just end up as a dad. And now he's grown because now he has a daughter. That's all, right? If he has a daughter, now he's gonna treat women right, because that's all it takes. 500 different kind of women and one daughter. Are these women are not daughter of somebody else? And I'm not diminishing woman to somebody's daughter, somebody's wife, or something like that. No, you cannot make your character grow by just simply saying now he has a daughter, so he respects women. This does not make sense. This is just some lazy writing, some bullshit there. Now, if you knew from the season 1 that Robin and Ted would end up, then why didn't you give some chemistry to them? Like after the 2nd season, I don't know, but like Ted like gave off the energy of a stalker, you know? I didn't like him with Robin, not at all. They were so different on so many levels, they just didn't make any sense. And I'm not talking about the plot like they didn't make any sense, but they worked at the end. No, I'm not talking about that. They literally didn't make any sense. There was no point of getting these two back together. You just did that, so you can say, ah, we were always thinking to do that anyways. No, you're just lazy. Follow through, okay? You follow through some character developments. You follow through Barney, you follow through Ted, Robin. We knew like Robin couldn't have any children, right? Right? This was a heartfelt moment between Robin and Barney as well. And after that, you're like, now Ted has 2 children, so yeah, Robin and him can get back together. No, I don't care about the blue French horn. I don't care, okay? I don't care about that plotline. It was back in the season 1 when you said, "This is how I met your Aunt Robin." And now you're saying me, "Oh, that aunt gonna be your stepmama." No, she's not gonna be. Like, if you knew that, why did you make Barney grow so much? Why did you make one whole season about Barney's and Robin's wedding, where they ended up with each other and they were in love? They overcome so many obstacles about their own insecurities, Robin's doubt about herself, her choices. I mean, that even wasn't necessary, where like she was like, did I choose the right man? Because let me tell you something. You, yourself, you screenwriter said that Robin is not in love with Ted. Ted asked, "Do you still love me?" And with a firm nodding, Robin said, "No." That was it. That was their end. You don't have to drag a story that doesn't make sense.
Do you love me? No.
Like, like after I don't know, like how many years has passed? Like 12 years. Like if the whole fandom is saying that you made a mistake, then you made a mistake. This is popular opinion, but it is not. It literally is not. People are like being delusional and saying that the ending of the How I Met Your Mother is different in their mind. That's how much you screwed up. I'm sorry, but I'm not. But you just can't do that to a character. If the plot comes before the character, then you don't have that character anymore. Like, what's the point of Barney? What was the point of all 9 years of journey? Like, go down the drain. Go, fuck yourself. You're dead now. That's your whole character. Now you're fixed. What are we talking about here? Like, Barney grew. Marshall and Lily grew. They learned from their mistakes. The only person who didn't grow a bit was Ted. Ted held on to that idea of a perfect woman for 9 years. After, I don't know, maybe 100 different women, he came to the conclusion maybe there wasn't someone perfect. Then he found her. Like, you gave everything to Ted. What about others? Like, why did you spend 9 seasons telling that Robin was a career woman? She wanted to be a news reporter. She wanted to be successful and travel the world. At the end, you were like, she feels kind of empty now, you know? I don't know. Because that's a valid choice. And you made so many points on how this is a valid choice. And now you're just coming on and saying, no, no, she made a mistake. Now she got everything she wanted. Ted got everything he wanted. Now they can get back together. It doesn't work like that. Like, if you make your characters spend 7 seasons apart, you just can't simply say, oh, okay, now they are back together. I know this is the Friends formula of like Rachel and Rose, but it worked there too. You know, even though they had a children together, child, not children, but they had a child together, and even after that, it didn't work. I mean, they were so toxic at the end. Like, the audience was like, I'm not even rooting for them anymore. And that's is also true for Robin and Ted. Ted was a stalker. Ted was obsessed with the idea of Robin. I don't know if he ever loved her, but no, they didn't make any sense together, and you were just lazy. You could have changed the whole scenario, and you had the right to change. Nobody was expecting you to like end Ted with Robin. We were curious about the mother. We got the mother, and you made the like perfect character. Okay, even after like so many seasons and so many expectations, you made the perfect character. And at the end, you just threw her away. Like, why? What's the purpose of the show? You were showing us friendships, right? You were showing us people in their 20s, like late 20s, come back to their senses what life is about, how they change, how they grow. Like, we were with these people for 9 years. I wasn't. I watched it like in a month, but there were some people like followed these characters for 9 years. You just can't simply turn it all back.
Can't get out of this thing. I'm holding it. Wait, are you leaving?
Yeah, I got a big day tomorrow. I gotta get some sleep.
No No, you can't leave. This is a big moment. We're saying goodbye to the apartment. The whole gang has to be here.
The gang? Do you know who the gang is to me, Lily? Here's what the gang is. The gang is a married couple who I never see anymore about to have their third kid. It's my ex-husband hitting on slutty cops right in front of me, and it's the guy I probably should have ended up with the beautiful mother of his child.
Oh.
You can just make Robin say, oh, my ex-husband who's hitting on a like 20 years old girl, and the man with his perfect wife who could have ended up with me. No, Robin doesn't think that anymore. Robin made so many choices after Ted. Like, even after they hooked up again and again, she just didn't feel the same. Because she knew Ted and her didn't make any sense. Let me see. Yeah, it's been 13 minutes. As I promised, it's going to be under 15 minutes, and I'm going to summarize it all in one. First of all, this shit didn't make any sense. Secondly, you cannot make plot comes before the characters, because characters make the plot. And if you're going to spend whole one season about two couple, you better make them end up together. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. I'm still angry. Bye bye, love ya.